not survey the thing.
Thank you, Grace. It's now that I know, because I'm usually looking for people that I will charge them for corruption for not being able to pronounce my first name. Grace said Dachong, you people. You are plenty, right? So I'm sure when you come to Plateau State, we will teach you how to pronounce it as Dachong. Because I knew how Terry have to rehearse for 1 week. You're welcome. It's a pleasure seeing you once again, but pleasure as a result of in-pleasure that we have had over the past few weeks, getting to months on the plateau. And as a representative of the people that was hit, sharing boundary at the same time with my next colleague's constituency that is also was hit. It's very important that we put the records straight. You're all aware that the issue of insecurity in this country is not something new. Virtually every constituency that a member is representing has been hit at one point or the other. The fact that mine is not new, but it's very, very serious. Jos and Plateau State being a city center that everybody and everyone wants to be part of. But what has bedeviled us became very serious and unfortunate. That one, we see some level of laxity and lack of serious political will. Two, in the sense that over the years, we've been hearing about unknown gunmen, and most of our people that have been killed, justice have not been given to them. And most worrisome, if people are being killed, I won't want to bother you much with what has happened, but mine is we are looking for a solution. And I will really want to talk about a way forward. That if people are being killed, the killed are being identified as being killed by unknown gunmen. But after a while, government will still call people from different angles and saying that they are signing peace pact with the community that were killed and with either headsmen or whatsoever group they might call to sign a peace pact to ceasefire, that we should live in peace and so on and so forth. But if our people are being killed, we hear the word unknown gunmen. But if it's time to sign a peace pact, people that are identified come to the table to sign peace. So meaning, indirectly, the unknown gunmen are people that have been called to sign the peace pact with. So why is nobody being taken to jail? Why is nobody being tried in the court of law today as a result of the killings? As long as justice is not given, and as long as the real perpetrators are not brought to book, we always have unknown gunmen, and we always have known people coming to sign peace pact with communities that were killed. Mine is that to government, that we should be able to focus on giving justice to people instead of giving political peace, because political peace in any way never lasts. And again, with the recent discussion, especially on the plateau in terms of land grabbing, that government brought out that there is a law, anti-land grabbing law, that have to do with if you have been chased from your land, that you go and use the court of law to go and chase the people that chase you with guns from your own land. That is so worrisome. And that is the area that I have a problem with political will. That let's come to the table and say it as it is, so that we'll have a lasting peace on the plateau and other communities that are being ravaged by these issues of insecurity. Unfortunately, that we have lost so many lives, different theories, different stories, but the real victim, up till date, no justice. And as representative of the people, our call and our desire of our people is that we need justice, we need our lands back, whatsoever means, not us again going to court to go and get our lands when guns were used to chase us out of our lands. Whosoever is signing a peace pact as representing the unknown gun people that came to kill our people, we expect that they should be interrogated to produce the unknown gunmen. And I believe that when steps like this that have to do with giving justice, then we'll start having a better way in giving a lasting solution to the people. Because the way forward is justice, not political peace. What I know is that the security agencies have information on every single movement, especially the DSS. But our problem has usually been implementation and execution. The security agencies bring in as much intel as possible, but the people that are responsible to execute, to stop whatsoever information that the DSS have brought forward is usually the problem, and that's why I say political will is usually our problem. So he won't be far-fetched from it because he's in government. He knows what is on the table. He knows the security reports he receives, and that's why most governors said they are no longer chief security officers, because the person that is responsible for executing such reports is usually not the governors. So if security agencies will come out with intels and reports on certain movement or cells of terrorist groups in different environments, and we are not proactive, then definitely we will have the problem. So he won't be far wrong from saying the truth. Is this crisis a new one? No. And will I call it crisis? No. Because like the name, people have tried to catch the killings on the plateau as a communal clash. I've never seen, if it's a clash, me and you, we are fighting, we'll all go with wounds. But it's not a clash. It's pure genocide, pure land grabbing, pure chasing people from their lands. So it's not, and you see, that's the angle, that if government is not seriously proactive in addressing the issue with its own name, and you're looking at it as clash, and you come to the clash is when two people are fighting, you come to the table, you settle them. But this is, I have not seen where the people that are having clash, farmers, headers clash, when it is farmers that are always chased from the land, killed on their lands are being grabbed, and you call it clash and crisis. I don't understand. The real situation, the real issue on the ground is genocide. So if we don't start looking at those angles very well, I know that how many of the people that have been killed on daily basis, I know how almost a tribe is almost being extinct as a result of these killings on daily basis. We call it crisis. We call it clash. We will not go alone. We will not have. So since 2001 that it has been happening, yes, it has had different coronation. It has the religious coronation. It has the political coronation. It has farmers, headers coronation. But without addressing the real issue, we'll always give it a different name. And if we're not careful, with the issue of insecurity that is happening in the country now, we'll be able to address, for instance, Boko Haram, but not be able to address banditry, kidnapping, and so on and so forth, because we did not take time to address the main issue, which was Boko Haram, which was a major issue of insecurity in the country. So as long as we don't channel and look at the real problem, and we try to be politically correct in saying that this thing is like this thing is like this, just for us not to be able to offend any political leader or any godfather somewhere or somebody somewhere, then the next generation will still meet this crisis that we call it crisis up till now. And God forbid that the next generation get what is on ground that we are now. Like I said, security agencies have reports of whatsoever is happening, especially the DSS. But the political will to execute those reports is usually the problem. Justice is the answer. Bringing the real perpetrators to book is the answer. It's not about the perpetrators that most of the times that are being showcased is when the attackers come, attack. And when they leave, the youths within the community will come out to guard the community. Those are the people that at the end of the day are being arrested because they come out to defend themselves, while the real attackers have come, attack, retreat and run. But the youths that come out to defend themselves are usually the victims. So where is justice? Because I can't imagine that a community is attacked, and at the end of the day, the people that are being arrested are youths from that same community. So which means they're the ones that went to attack their own community. It's irrational. So till the real perpetrators, intel that the security agencies usually bring out is being executed by government in giving justice. And I always say it, and I stand, the only solution is justice. There is no two way about it. Because once justice is given, the next perpetrator will know that if he comes again, he will be arrested. Why in the 21st century, for Christ's sake? So why can we be in the 21st century and someone will move from one location to another location with heavy guns and artillery and will not be detected? Even his trail from where he did to where he went back cannot be traced. In the 21st century, with high level of technical security gadgets, communities will be attacked on a daily basis, and we can't trail where they come from. and where they go out to. And now some level of steps in terms of the curfew and so on and so forth have been addressed. But I won't want to join words with elders. Like I said, I don't want to be politically correct on some certain issues. But again, I will say any act to take another person's life, be it your religion, be it your ethnic group, be it wheresoever you come from, as long as you are a human being and your life is taken, is condemnable. But the issue here is, which I still stand on, the issue of justice. Either way, the issue of justice. Well, has democracy brought peace or more tears? Either way, all I know is that democracy is very expensive, and politicians are always want to be politically correct, like I said. On the papers and the reality on ground, with all the ego that everybody wants to flex, unfortunately for us on the plateau, since 2001, we have not found, we have not seen that major peace. And let me tell you the difference in terms of being politically correct. The military would not condone what is happening. Here, they tackle whatsoever and it goes. But because we have not looked the face of justice, like I said, we're trying to please this person, trying to please this person, trying to please this person. And that's our problem. And I still stand on that. Because somebody wants to please someone and does not want to make someone right. It's just like you and your child is growing up and you're always pampering him, not teaching him and making him or bringing him to book whenever he does something wrong. I know it's my child. And tomorrow when he grows to be a monster, you will be the victim again. So as long as we continue in that, I don't know how we will be tomorrow. But till some people and someone is brought to book, then things will start going back to the drawing board. I wasn't part of the Jang administration. The way you had it, and that was how I had it as well. So I can't be able and I won't be able to defend whatsoever happened. My first assignment in government is when I came here. So I don't have any pure information of whatsoever transpired during that time. So the training, from the little information we had, it was because of the Operation Rainbow, the state police, that people came to train our youth. So I'm not privy to some of those information and things like that. And I wish that if we had had a strong, genuine state police, and I think that will take me to the Premium Times question I just remembered, a way forward. A way forward has always been state police. Yes, the community policing is part of it, but still the chain of command in the police, community policing is another problem. But had it been the chain of command from information that the community police will generate and take it to an executive level within the state would be better. But it's just like adding another arm. The community police will generate information to the DPO to area command, commissioner of police, dear AIG. But if the community police is made in such a way that from the community police, immediately the local government chairman can execute, that's fine. But so that's usually the problem. So when we have a state police, that the community police is under the state police, that would really help.